You've been told that the sun is a yellow ball of fire, but is that really true? It turns out that it is not. How about the Earth? We are told it is a sphere, but spoiler alert, it turns out that it is not. Join us as we explore the truth behind these two common myths, along with a whole host of other misconceptions about space and the universe that most people get wrong. Myth number 1. Many think the sun is ablaze, but it's not on fire in the traditional sense. A burning fire is a reaction of oxygen and fuel, but the sun doesn't have much oxygen in it, so this is not possible. Instead, it's a massive ball of gas, primarily hydrogen and helium, acting like a giant nuclear reactor. This fusion process releases immense energy, heating the sun without the need for oxygen or fire. Myth number 2. You cannot count the stars. Believe it or not, you can count the stars in the night sky. The Yale Bright Star Catalog states there are 9,110 visible stars with the naked eye. Although a daunting task, it is theoretically possible. Myth number 3. The sun is yellow. Contrary to popular belief, our sun isn't a bright yellow ball. In fact, it's predominantly green. This is due to the specific wavelength of light it emits, which scientists use to determine a star's temperature. On Earth, our atmosphere is really good at scattering blue light, which makes the sun appear yellow. This means that if the sun actually did appear to be yellow to us, it would mean that Earth would be much colder. Myth number 4. Space is freezing cold. Space, in general, isn't inherently cold. This is because temperature is defined by the speed particles move and the amount of energy they have. Near stars, the presence of many particles and radiation causes these areas of space to be really hot. Conversely, far away from stars, where there are fewer, more spread out particles, these areas of space are incredibly cold. However, in the true vacuum of space, where there are no particles, there is actually no temperature. Myth number 5. Mercury is the hottest planet in the solar system. Mercury, despite being the closest planet to the Sun, is surprisingly not the hottest planet in the solar system. It is hot, with daytime temperatures reaching 800 degrees Fahrenheit, 430 degrees Celsius, dropping to a freezing 290 degrees, negative 180 degrees Celsius at night. However, it doesn't actually have an atmosphere, which means that it doesn't retain all of the heat from the sun. A planet that does have an atmosphere, and most certainly does retain all that heat from the sun, is actually Venus. Its atmosphere creates an intense greenhouse effect, making its surface temperature 900 degrees Fahrenheit, 475 degrees Celsius in the day, meaning it is, in fact, the hottest planet in our solar system. That's 5 space myths debunked. Get ready, because these next myths get even more interesting. Myth number 6. The solar system is stationary. Our solar system is not stationary. It's, in fact, traveling through the Milky Way at a staggering speed. It is hurtling through space at 140 miles per second, which is several times faster than the Earth is revolving around the Sun. It takes 230 million years to complete one orbit around the Milky Way. This means that the last time we were in our current position, Earth had one supercontinent and dinosaurs were just emerging. Myth number 7. The planets orbit the Sun. When we think about planets orbiting the Sun, it's common to imagine a simple, direct path around this central star. However, the reality is more complex and fascinating. In our solar system, there is a constant gravitational tug-of-war at play, involving not just the Sun, but all other celestial bodies as well. Rather than orbiting the Sun directly, planets and moons actually orbit a specific point known as the Bari center. This point is the center of mass between two objects, like a planet and the Sun, where their gravitational forces balance each other out. For Earth, the barycenter is so close to the Sun's core that our orbit doesn't differ significantly from a direct path around the Sun. However, for larger planets like Jupiter, the story is different. Jupiter's barycenter with the Sun is, on average, just outside of the surface of the Sun. Considering the distance from the center of the Sun to its outer surface is approximately 432,000 miles, or 700,000 kilometers, that is a significant distance. So significant, in fact, that it's more accurate to say that Jupiter and the Sun orbit each other rather than Jupiter simply orbits the Sun. Myth number 8. The Earth is a sphere. While it's common to refer to Earth as a sphere, its actual shape is more accurately described as an oblate spheroid, or an irregularly shaped ellipsoid. This means that Earth is slightly flattened at the poles and bulges at the equator. The reason for this bulging is the centrifugal force caused by the planet's rotation. This equatorial bulge is quite significant. Earth's diameter is about 27 miles, or 43 kilometers, larger at the equator than it is pole to pole. This difference in shape has an interesting effect on gravity. It's slightly weaker at the equator than at the poles due to the outward force caused by Earth's rotation and the increased distance from the center of the planet. This variation in gravitational strength has practical implications for space exploration. Launching spacecraft from closer to the equator is more efficient because the rotational speed of Earth is greatest at the equator, providing an extra boost to rockets and reducing the fuel required to reach orbit. If you like this video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. Please also share your thoughts, theories, and speculations about future technologies in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.
Mm-hmm.